Man, I love the summer. But don't you hate it when you're sitting outside on a nice day and the sun starts beaming down on your head and you realize, man, I'm gonna have a sunburn there tomorrow. God, I hate that. If only people invented a solution for that. Well, they did. It's called hats. And today I'm going to be wearing and ranking all of my hats on a couple things. First, I'm going to be ranking them on sun blockage. Do they block the sun from getting into my eyes? Second, I'm going to be rating them on coolness. Coolness means how they look. When I'm wearing these hats, do I look amazing? Do I look beautiful? Or do I look foolish, like a gesture for a king? First off, we're going with the Melissa's hat. You can see when I first got this hat on the video on screen currently. This is going to rank about a 5 on the coolness scale, mainly because of the coloring and also the text in the front, the font for the front being a nice, not too basic, but not too bombastic text. As for sun blockage, it's going to rank about an 8. This is really good at blocking the sun from getting out of my eyes. In fact, it's almost perfect. The only issue I have is this pattern here. If you are bald, this is not going to help you that much. Next, we have the R.O.A.M.S hat. But you can see it in all of these videos on screen. This hat is going to rank about a 6 on the coolness scale. It is a very basic hat with just the blue coloring. The reason why it's getting a 6 is because of what it means to me as an individual. R.O.A.M.S is awesome. I love all of R.O.A.M.S. R.O.A.M.S is amazing. And also, this looks really cool.
I'm going to get a sight.
Alright, does that sound like foreshadowing for a future video? As for sun protection, it's the same as that hat. It works really well at blocking the sun from getting into my eyes. Again, bald people would hate this hat. I shouldn't throw these hats. Next hat, we got the, I don't know what hat this is from, but you can see it in this video on screen right now, like one of my earliest videos. As for coolness, about a 4. It only ranks about a 4. Also, you can make it into almost like a pirate hat, which is pretty wicked. As for sun protection, it works. It's about it's a 9. Get burned. Next, we have my Irish hat. This ranks at 8 out of, in my opinion, on the coolness scale. Why? Because it looks really cool. It makes me look amazing. As for sun protection, it definitely is good. It's about a 6. It helps, but this does a little bit for keeping the sun out of your eyes, just kind of your eyes. Next, we got my 2 most basic hats, the Calgary Stampeders hat and the Edmonton Eskimos hat, which is now changed. But they're both good hats. They both have nice coloring, but it's only that color. It's not much, it's just kind of that. For sun protection, they both get an 8, and for coolness, they both get a 5. Next, we have this hat that my dad gave me. Personally, I think it gets a 10 out of 10 for coolness. I could fight anyone with this hat on. I could just fight. Now, for sun blockage, it works. Again, this is not the biggest brim, but it works. This is made of plastic. It's not the most comfortable. Next, we got my Disneyland Ratatouille Mickey Mouse hat. For coolness, this is a 10 out of 10. This gets a 1 for sunblock. You'll notice that it is not blocking the sun at all. Then we have my golden fedora. Now this hat, coolness, 10 out of 10. It's golden fedora. I feel like I feel like a mob boss. That's so hot. For sunblock, it gets a 7. It works in the sun. Next, we got the burglar ski mask. Now, as for coolness, I'm not sure where to put this, because it's if you were walking around wearing this, you'd look like an idiot. For sunblock, it's, again, a bit hard to place, because technically it does block the sun from hitting my face. This isn't the most comfortable, it's so itchy. Next, we have the Spider-Man mask. You can see me wearing this in this video. So as for this hat, coolness, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I feel so fun. This is the funnest hat I have, because it's so amusing. Like, for sunblock, also pretty good. It gets a 6, because it works. The biggest issue is that your eyes, I guess, are exposed, but it still gets a 10 out of 10. Next, we have my newest hat that I got yesterday, the Bigfoot bucket hat. As for coolness, I think this gets about an 8 out of 10. Look at the pattern on this. It's just a bunch of Bigfoot. It gets about a 7 for sunblock. It does block your eyes and also has the rim thing, but again, it's a very, very small ring. Next, we have the Santa hat. Now, you think for coolness it gets an 8 out of 10 because it is a Santa hat. You can't really, it's classic, it's original. Again, if I did see someone walking down the street and it was like June and you were wearing a Santa hat, I would yell at you because it's not Christmas time. Wait at least until November. But for sunblock, it literally doesn't do anything to stop the sun from getting your eyes. It does help your head, but not your eyes, so it gets a 4 for sunblock. And finally, we have the dinosaur hat. We have the dinosaur tooth. You'll notice that this hat has a tail. It's almost like the Santa hat. This hat gets a 10 out of 10 for coolness. It's literally a dinosaur tail. Now, for sunblock, it's not the best. Again, it doesn't do anything to stop the sun from getting into your eyes, so it's not the best and most helpful for hat. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. Oh, okay. They're all gone.